everybody. This is Tenacious Earl, and this is going to be the playing of Arsenal versus Bournemouth, match week 2 of the Alternative Premier League, better known as the AltPrem 2017-18 cards. This is an APBA soccer simulation. First off, before I go any further, I'd like to invite you to check out ID Jester's channel on YouTube here. Just search ID Jester. He's going to interview me at 8:30 on Tuesday, March 5th. So 8:30 Eastern in the evening. He's going to pose me with some questions, and we'll have just a little bit of fun. Hopefully it's a good time for all. Just trying to spread the word about the channel here, but you're welcome to drop by, and I'm sure if you throw a question out there that there's a chance Jester will, sorry, my eyes are kind of like getting a little dry, may even throw it my way and see if I can, but I probably won't look at the question or at the comments myself because I don't want to get distracted. I want to be focused on being able to answer his, what he's asking me. So, maybe he'll, hold me to task on a couple things. We'll see. We'll have a bunch of fun with it though. So 8:30, roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours, I guess, is the usual timing of this thing. So just thought it would be a good chance to get, talk more about this, playing rolling tabletop games and maybe a few other things. So Arsenal and Bournemouth. For another thing, in the at the end of this video, there will be a link across the screen. I'm also going to put a link in the description to give you an opportunity to go to apbagames.com/soccer. That's where you can look at and purchase this game. And if you're interested, it's a good game. It's it can be intense, but if you're a soccer fan and you want to simulate it, I think APBA is probably it may be the best. I think it's the best I've played. I've also played Soccer Blast. They're close. They're just different. But anyway, without further ado, let's get moving in here to Arsenal and Bournemouth. Again, I did a previous video with the setup of this game. It's here on the channel. You can just check it out and have a watch through if you're wondering about how to set up the teams in the way that I do. I'm probably not going to go into a lot of detail as far as the gameplay goes. Showing you cards, I'm probably not going to do that. Showing you charts, probably not going to do that too much. Just want to play the game out, and feel free to leave a comment if there's anything that doesn't make sense to you or that you'd like clarification on. But in the end, I just like to play through this, and also just from the standpoint of proprietary information, just like to try and keep some of the nuts and bolts, as nuts and bolts. But anyway, all right, Arsenal versus Bournemouth, match week 2 of the Alternative Premier League here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. Okay, so I've already shown you my score sheet right down here. And now I've zoomed this in some here because what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the game map, because that gives you sort of the idea of what areas the players are in, where they're located. Because I'll be talking about that, and I'll be trying to tell you which player has the ball when. But as far as being able to, you're just going to have to trust me that I'm reading the cards correctly, and that we're moving from zone to zone, and et cetera, and from player to player as far as passing and stuff. So a couple little things. I have some semi-arbitrarily decided that Arsenal will be playing with what the game considers a 4-3-3 tactic, which is basically an attacking mode. They're the home team. They're better than Bournemouth. And I've decided that Bournemouth is going to be using 4-5-1. They're going to try and play for to try and limit Arsenal's chances, and we'll see how that goes for both teams here. I've already shuffled the cards, I think I've said in the previous video that I use dice for certain things. I do that for the kickoff, and I do it for shot and goalkeeper checks. So I'm going to roll here. So the red die is home, the white die is away, and whichever one is higher, they will kick off in the second half. The other one will kick off in the first half. So the away team will kick the second half, so Arsenal will get the ball first. So they will have possession in the home in the first minute. All right, so these are the fast action cards I've told you about. You flip it over, and the kickoff says it is going to be in zone B. So Arsenal immediately kicks it off and takes it very quickly in the first half minute up into area B, which is just outside the 18. And you check player control chart, and it tells you that it's going to be to their number one player in their list. That's going to be Alexis Sanchez. So Alexis Sanchez will get a roll off of his card. We check this, and it's 41, which for his card is going to be a 45. And in zone B, 45 is out of bounds. So a good defensive play by by Bournemouth, and it's going to mean that they get to throw it in. And as always, the throw in after an out of bounds off of the card is for the defensive team. So so the throw in says D, and then that'll be to D2. So the second player for Bournemouth, that'll be Ryan Fraser, will be in D, and it's going to be 56 on his card. 56 is a 25 in D, so that will move back to E, and it will be to Adam Smith. So then Adam Smith in E. 32 in E is going to be 35. That'll be a defensive chance. So what I usually do is I say that the defensive team is going to get a chance at this, and so Arsenal's team defense is 3, and so then when we look here, it's 22. So for the defensive chart, 22 on a 3 is a steal, and they take it immediately down the field into E. So that steal will be taken by number 9, which is Shkodran Mustafi. So Mustafi gets it in E. 21 is 33 E. It's another defensive chance. So that's going to be off the number. So they're number 2 as far as defense goes. And 52 for a 2 is going to be a header to X. And so then for the header to X, we then check to see, and it's the rating of the team rating difference is 3, so it's very heavily weighted towards Arsenal here. So the loose ball, it's going to be 65, so actually it will remain with Bournemouth. So they do get to control this one. They don't get to control many. And so Bournemouth in area X is it's gonna be 8. So it'll be Aki. So Aki in X. 36 is 30. Another defensive chance. We could have a lot of defense in this game since they're playing a 4-5-1. So again, Arsenal team defense of 3, 66 block to X, and they will keep it. So when I say block to X, or block to E, or block to D, it means that if the offensive team, the attacking team, keeps the ball, if they win the loose ball chart, then it would remain in the D area. Anytime the defending team wins the loose ball, it stays in area X, which is more or less from here back for Bournemouth and for, just space. Anyway, Arsenal does keep this on the loose ball. 53, they still get that. Basically anything 60 or above, in with the +3 would go to Bournemouth. So they're in the 7th minute now already with no shots on goal at all. But Arsenal gets it in X. It'll be 4. So Aaron Ramsey in 4. So 26-49, he will suffer a foul. Get a 49 on his card. So he suffers the foul. We look at player ID number 3. And so what you do here is you take the foul committed and you go 3. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Highest to lowest is going to be Cook. It's going to be whichever Cook is the defender. So going to say it's going to be Steve Cook. And so he is 11 to 21. Actually, both of them are rated the same. 16, so that will be a yellow card, early yellow here in the 7th minute. So that is in X. So it will be, and I did not decide free kick takers. It's going to be Xhaka. I'm going to put a little star next to it. It'll be Granit Xhaka for Arsenal. And it will be it's going to be Ryan Fraser for Bournemouth. But anyway, direct kick from X goes down to Zone B for Arsenal. And it'll be to Lacazette in B. So let's see what goes on. 31 translates to 10, and B is going to be a shot. So in B, add 3 to his shot on goal number. So 36, and you have to understand that when you talk about the shot on goal rating for this game, when you say 36, it's based off of all combinations. So like this is 26 here, you can see. So if 36, if you add 3, it goes from 36 up to 41. So 41, 42, 43. And we said Xhaka, who is an assist of 7, that adds another 3. So that's 43, 44, 46. So anything from 11 to 46 will equal a shot on goal for Lacazette. But it's 52, so that will be a missed shot. And then we will re-roll to decide what the missed shot leads to here. It'll be 6. It'll be off a defender for a corner kick. So it will be Xhaka taking the corner. And so the corner kick, and he is a B corner kick guy, pass to B and a shot. So who's the pass to B to? It's 8. That'll be Koscielny in there. So Koscielny's a 23. Add 3 to that is 26. And from Xhaka, another 3. 33. We'll roll again. Shot from B. And that's 23. So that is a shot on goal by Koscielny. And now it's going to require a save from Begovic. And it's 44. And that is a save made. So we'll say Koscielny, a shot on goal. And that is saved. And it's going to be the number 4, which is going to be a rebound to C. And so then that rebound to C, it's a loose ball. And it's going to be the higher team on the loose ball chart. You can also see from the loose ball, you go with column 3 right here. If you can see that, that's an H. So Arsenal will keep it in C. And it'll be player 1. It'll be Sanchez. So C is, as you can see here, is off near the corner. And now we're in the 9th minute. 23 in C is going to be 48. He commits a foul. So Sanchez fouls. Player 2 for suffered. That's going to be Smith, Adam Smith. And Sanchez is going to be rung up on a yellow card. So a rather nasty challenge there, 9th minute. So each team with a yellow already. And so from X, that will be Bournemouth taking control there. So the direct kick from X will be down to C. It'll be Callum Wilson with a chance to roll here from area C. And 66 is going to be a shot. So 31 and C add 1 is going to be 32. Direct kick was from Fraser. He is an assist of 3. It means you get to add another one. So that's 33. So 11 to 33. Oh, and it's right on the money. So that is a shot on goal, and they're going to check Peter check. And that is 11. That's going to be a, you don't get to see the other one. There it is. That is a, going to be a save. So a shot on goal for Callum Wilson. Save, and it's going to deflect off for a corner kick in the 10th minute. So Fraser with the corner kick. He's a C, so a pass to B. And that pass to B is going to be to Wilson. And then 13, that's 40 and B, is going to be a defensive encounter there by Arsenal. And with the team defense of 3, a 43 is going to be a header to E. And Arsenal will keep it from column 3, so on the loose ball chart. So they get it in X. And it will be El Neni who gets that. So 55, and it's 29 in X is going to be defense. So as you can see, Arsenal's getting some chances, but they're not that many so far. So defensive chance here for Bournemouth. And 56 is going to be block to E. And again, so Arsenal will keep it in E. And it's going to be Bellerin who gets that. And 22B, 4 in B. E. Sorry, my bad. 40, so a 4 in E. Well, that's going to be a shot for him as well. So it's going to be a long shot. You're going to subtract 3 from Bellerin's number. So 24 becomes 21. And there's no assist help there. So it's going to be 11 to 21. And it's 55, so that's going to be a missed shot for Bellerin. And then we re-roll to figure out what happens from that. And that's a 9. So that's going to be a goalkeeper outlet. So Begovic will go ahead and play it out on the goalkeeper outlet to X. 6. So it'll be Lewis Cook, not Steve Cook. 63. He's going to commit a foul on the attack. So foul committed for him against player 7. So the suffered is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. It's going to be Bellerin who is fouled by Cook, and he's not going to pick up a card on that one. Referee puts the card away, so that's going to be a direct kick from X. So that goes to C3. So Shaka gets that, and 44 in 44 in C. That's going to be a shot from Shaka. Right? I want to make sure about that because that is a free kick. Direct kick C3. So it comes right, he gets it back as he moves in, and he's going to take a shot. He is a 24. You add 1, make it 25, and since he was the last person we knew to pass, to be touching it before himself, we don't put an assist on it. So it's going to be 25, and there is 24. So that's going to be a shot on goal for Shaka. And can Begovic come up with a save? That's a 32, and 32 is going to be in the goal. That one gets by him. That is 1-0 to Arsenal. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll one of these, and if it's 1-3, it'll be unassisted, and if it's 4-6, we will check to see who we give the assist to. And we will give an assist on this since we don't know. So player ID 5 for the assist rating. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be Lacazette with an assist. All right. So 1-0 to the Gunners. 15th minute. I'm going to write it down here. Blast from just outside the box finds the back of the net, and that's going to Bournemouth is going to stay in a defensive posture, hoping to kind of keep this 1-0, and maybe they'll loosen it up a little bit later on. So they take control here, 16th minute with the kickoff. It'll be to E, and then E2 is going to be Fraser. So Fraser with the 25 in E. Right? Yes. 25 in E. 21E is going to be E5. So Defoe gets it in E. 44. 5 in E is going to be a pass to B2. So because of the formation, no shot there. Instead, it's going to be a pass to Fraser in B. 51 in B is going to be 33 in B, and it's going to be E4 with a chance to choose who you're going to send it to in E. So it's considered E5. It's going to be Defoe. We're going to roll, and we're going to try to get it to Fraser here. Oh, but they lose possession. So it's a 1-5 on a 4-3-3 defensive tactic, and it's a 6 that we rolled. So 1-5, it goes to the player that they try a probing pass, and in this case that doesn't work out. So they get it in X, it goes to 10. So Arsenal in X, Elneny in 10, 46 X, 21 X is going to be, well, X10 with 4-5-1. They're not going to try to push it in, so it's going to be Elneny's keeping it in X. 25 is a 37 in X, and it's going to be a header to D. So it's a head to D, and it's going to be a loose ball check, and it's going to be kept by Arsenal. 7. So Kolasinac gets it. In D, 35. Turns to 44 in D, and that will be out of bounds. So they lose possession. Still 1-0 Arsenal. Throw in for the Bournemouth team. Throws into E. And it's going to be 5. So Defoe gets control of it about 30, 35 yards out. And 29 in E is going to be a defensive play made by Arsenal. 21st minute. It's 54, which on the defensive chart means a header to X, and they keep it, so they win the loose ball. And it will be Bellerin who controls it into the 22nd minute now. And X 55, 34, and X is going to be a defensive chance for. So they make a nice diving stop here. 26 with a 2 is going to be a steal to F. So they automatically get it to F2. So Fraser in F, 45 in F, 29 F. That's going to be defense. Arsenal. It'll be a header to F if Bournemouth keeps it, and they do. So they'll keep it in F1. It's going to be Callum Wilson a long ways out. 52 in F, 45. That's going to be out of bounds. So into the 25th minute. Arsenal is going to get a throw-in. Their throw-in is to E, zone E, and it will be 7. So Kolasinac and an E42 becomes 27. E is going to be defense. Bournemouth defense. Oh, and they get a steal right to A with an 11 roll. So A6, it's going to be Lewis Cook in A, 16 in A, 27 A. It's going to be a pass back to C4, 27th minute. So that's going to be Smith in C, 23 in C, 27 in C. That's going to be back to D, and it'll be 5. It'll be Defoe in D, 61 in D, 25 in D is E4. So they're kind of working it back around. Smith, Adam Smith in E, 51 becomes 28, and that's going to be defensive check. Going into the 29th minute, and Arsenal will reap the rewards of this. This is a steal to C with a 15. So C3, Shaka gets it in the corner near where he scored before. Oh, and he's going to get another shot out of this. 66 is the best roll you can get. So from C, you add 1 again. 25, no assist, helping. And it's 14. That is a shot. Will Shaka score again and get his second goal of the game? 56 is a goal. I will just show you right here. A 10 is always a goal, and 56 is a goal. So Arsenal gets another one. And it's going to be, we will have an assist, player ID 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be Koscielny actually getting the assist. So going off of player ID, and that's in the 29th minute. So 2-0, and that's going to spur Bournemouth into trying to get a little more aggressive here. They're going to go to a 4-4-2, and Arsenal will stay in their attacking mode here. There's that. Where is... I must have one extra in here. I saw it before. Yep, okay. So it's going to get a little more wide open here. You could see Arsenal really end up pouring it on here. Or you could see Bournemouth catching a few chances. They've only generated one shot on goal thus far. So, all right. Kickoff to B. 8. It'll be Aki in 8. Or in B. And he commits a foul. 48 roll. And it's going to be number 7, Suffered. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be Bellerin again. And Aki does not get a card. So we're into the 30th minute. And so a direct kick for Arsenal to C. 5. So it'll be Mesut Ozil. First we've heard his number called here. 25 in C. That'll be a C3. They are not going to risk it as Shaka is already Been great in C so far. 32 in C is going to be 40. That will come up as a defensive check into the 32nd minute. And for Bournemouth, they will take it to D. Steal to D, and it'll be D4. That'll be Adam Smith in D. 61. So 38 in D is a defensive chance. Oh, and Arsenal will take it to B. They're going to get a glorious opportunity, maybe to tack on another. But it's going to be this. Well, Koscielny, not such a great opportunity. But let's see. 35 in B. Can they just at least keep it going? Cycle it around. That's a 30. That's C4. So he gets up to Aaron Ramsey in C. Or just back to it. 12. That's 22 in C. That's going to be up to B and 5. So Ozil in B. And let's just see what this opportunity brings. 24 in B. 37 B. That's going to be a defensive chance. So I'm going to take a short break here to shuffle my cards, and then I'll get us going right back again in the 35th minute. It's 2-0 Arsenal. And through the wonders of video, we can come right to where we get the pile back up to full, and so it's a defensive chance for Bournemouth. 33 in there, the number 2, and unfortunately that's the first one on their list where they end up having to go through a loose ball check. So it's a header to D, and Arsenal will keep it. So they're going to keep it in D, and it will be Sanchez who gets it there, about 30 yards out. 31, that's 10 in D, and that's going to be a shot. So no change to his shot on goal number. That's 33. And since there was a defensive chance, we don't use the assist number. So 33, that's 36. It'll be off target for Alexis Sanchez. And it's going to lead to a corner kick. So a corner kick will be Xhaka taking it. Corner kick, he's a B. Pass to B and a shot. So it's going to be Ozil. Mesut Ozil with a shot. He's a 31. Pass to B, so add 3 to it, and it's from Xhaka, so really add 6. So it's going to be up to 41. That's 52, so that is going to be a missed shot for Ozil. And 4, it's going to be another corner kick. They'll do it all over again. Xhaka passed a shot on goal. So this is a prime opportunity right now. Shot on goal in A. It's going to be A1. It's going to be Sanchez. Shot on goal. All we have to do is roll on Begovic's card. 54 is 9 is going to be a special play. So we we will use the card for this, and it'll be 52 on the goaltender special play. Save made, rebound to area A, whistle blows, offside called indirect. Okay, so so it was Sanchez with a shot on goal. Save made, and then there's an offside, so it's going to give Bournemouth the opportunity. So special play made in that the follow-up, the player was offside, was deemed offside, trying to get that rebound, and so Bournemouth takes over with the indirect kick. So it's a C. There's indirect kick. So into area C. And it will be 2. So Ryan Fraser in C. 39th minute. Still 2-0 Arsenal. 43. It'll be a header to C. And they keep it. 10. So Mark Pugh C. So 25 turns into 30. 30 in C is going to be a pass to D. And it's going to be Defoe who gets it. 35. It's 34 in D. That'll be Arsenal playing defense here. But 46 means it's going to be in the air into F, and it will be controlled by Arsenal. So they keep it in their X area. And it's going to be Mustafi, 54 in X, 50. So a special play off the, and it'll be 22, special play. Ball kicked out of bounds, thrown by opposing team from area A. Okay, and it's not from area A. I'm reading the rules, and I think that's just typos. I think it means from area X. So the throw-in goes to Bournemouth. E, 8. So Ake in E, it's 15, goes to 41, and E is going to be a header in E, and it's going to be won by Arsenal. So from X, 6, that's going to be Bellerin. 56 in X, 28X. That's going to be defensive play. I'm going to roll a D6 to determine stoppage time. This is the way I do it. If it's 1 through 1, 2, it's basically divide it by, well, if it's 1 or 4, it's 1 minute. If it's 2 or 5, it's 2 minutes. Or if it's 3 or 6, it's 3 minutes. And it'll be 2 minutes. No, 1 minute. 1 minute of stoppage time. All right, so defensive chance. And it's 32 for Arsenal. It's going to be a steal to X. So they get it with Kolasinac. Well, hold on. I think I boogered that up. I think. So wait, what was that? It was 32. I think it was supposed to be Bournemouth with the, and so they're 32. That is a steal to X for them, and it'll be 7. So it'll be Daniels. They get to keep it. That's my my mistake there. When you're trying to explain some things, sometimes you get so Charlie Daniels gets that 63 in X, and he commits a foul, and it's suffered by player 7. That's again Bellerin with his 3rd foul suffered, and Daniels does not draw a card. But now the free kick in X down to C, and it'll be Alexis Sanchez in C. 28 in C will be down. It'll be the Lacazette in C. Give him a quick shot. Not a chance here. 36, and that's going to be defense, and that will be it for the first half. So 2-0. Gunners out in front. Xhaka, the star so far. 2 goals, both in the first half hour, and I'm going to reset here a little bit, and then we will get going here in the second half. The Cherries are going to bring in Lys Mousset, and they will remove. They're going to remove Mark Pugh, who is the least attacking of their midfielders. They're also going to switch to the offensive tactic of 4-3-3. Arsenal is going to dial it back a little bit now to 4-4-2, and as far as how, so the should be a bit wide open here in the second half as Bournemouth tries to get back in this, but they could also get split open here. And again, as far as like the defensive ratings go, there should be no change because it's a forward for a midfielder, at least yet. So let's get going here. Bournemouth will have the second half kickoff, and go to F4. So it's going to be Adam Smith, 52 in F. That's 38. That'll be a defensive chance for Arsenal. That's a block to D, and then the Cherries will keep it. So it's going to be D1. It's going to be Callum Wilson with an opportunity here. 51. 9 in D is going to be a shot. He's going to take a bit of a long shot here. 31. 62, so that'll be off target. Missed shot. And it's going to be 9, so that'll be a goalkeeper outlet for Arsenal. So Czech is going to outlet it to X5. So Ozil, 60. So he's going to commit a foul. Ozil will. So, and it's going to be the most likely to get. Then it'll be Fraser who gets suffered, and Ozil does not draw a card with that. So free kick from X. That'll be to C. And player 4. So Smith and C, 35 and that's 25 and C is going to be C3. That'll be Gosling in C, 26, and he suffers a foul in C. And it'll be player 4 in the committed. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be Bellerin. Got hacked so many times now he's taking a little bit of liberty. Does he get anything here? 23, no card. But a free kick. It'll be Fraser taking this in area C. That's going to be a shot. So he tries to take a shot from C. So you add 1 to his shot on goal. That's going to be 34. And that is a shot on goal for Fraser. And will Czech be able to match it? That's a 46 if you can't see that there. 46, that'll be a save. But the rebound will be in A. And who gets it? Arsenal does. Off the loose ball chart. So Arsenal picks it up in X, and it'll be Koscielny who gets it. 25 in X is going to be a defensive play. 52nd minute. Still 2-0 Arsenal. So Bournemouth with they're going to get a chance here. They're rated 2. That's a steal to D. 5. So Defoe in D will get a roll. 22 in D. C3. That's Gosling in C. 46 in C is going to be an out of bounds. It's 53rd minute throw in for Arsenal. E10. So El Neni. E10. 37. That's defensive check. Header to D. Arsenal will get it back. D1. So it'll be Sanchez and D. 46. Foul suffered in D. And it will be Fraser who commits the foul. Oh, wait, no, not Fraser. It's going to be Callum Wilson who commits the foul. No card. So from D, they'll get a free kick. It'll be Xhaka taking that free kick. That'll be a shot from him. 24, no adjustment. 62, so that'll be a missed shot for Xhaka. And it'll be 11. It's over, so that'll be a goal kick for Begovic. Goal kick to C4. So Adam Smith takes it in C. Probably going to see a couple of changes here in just a minute. So the 53 leads to a 41 in C, which will be a header to A. Can they win the header? Nope. And so X8. So Koscielny, 31 in X will be a defensive play made. And that will be a steal to F for Bournemouth. But it'll be Steve Cook who gets that. 28 in F. Now that's going to be a defensive opportunity for Arsenal in the 60th minute. Still 2-0. That is a header to E, and Arsenal will keep it. So that stays an X for them. And it will be Kolasinac. X, 15 and X. 45 and X will be out of bounds. So this is a good place to do a couple of changes. Okay, so the changes here for both teams. Arsenal will bring in Giroud forward. They're going to bring out Sanchez, who is on a yellow, try to avoid the red card, potentially, second yellow. For Bournemouth, they're going to bring on APBA, a midfielder, for Steve Cook, the central defender. So they're going to try and maybe go to 3 at the back and see if they can push the issue even more. So we'll see if that does them any good. So this is a throw-in for Bournemouth, 61st minute. So that'll be the X9. So it'll be Ake. 34 and X will be a defensive chance. So 45 for Arsenal, that'll be F. And they keep it. So in X8, Koscielny, he's going to suffer a foul. So Koscielny gets fouled by one minute here. I need to make sure I cross off the people that have been brought off here. 1, 2, 4, 5. So it'll be Ake committing the foul. And no card. So that was in X. So direct kick. Going to curl the curling cross to B4. So Ozil in B. 54. So that's a special result. 24. If even strength followed 23. So ball stolen by opposition, continue play with action procedure. So that is a steal outright by Bournemouth. To X. So it's 9. Ake again. 61. So it's 34 in X. That'll be a defensive chance. 65th minute. Header to D, but the Cherries will keep it. There's a header to D, so D8. So it'll be Daniels in D, 36 and 46 in D, which will be out of bounds. 66 minutes. So we're going to make another couple substitutions. Well, it's only going to be one substitution, as Arsenal brings in Callum Chambers, a defender, and he comes on for Ozil. So they're going to try and bring on a little bit of defense to try and salt this thing away. So they have a throw-in right now. It's F2. So Xhaka in F. 37 and F will be a defensive chance for Bournemouth. Oh, and they are going to immediately steal it to A. But it's going to be A10. It's going to be Mooset. Well, that's not bad. Mooset in A, or Mousset in A. 34 in A is going to be D2. So it'll be Callum Wilson with a D. 34 in D. That'll be a defensive chance. So they get it down there, but can't make anything of it. 69th minute. And Arsenal will steal it and move it to X. So an outright steal. 8. So Mustafi, 53. So it's 43, and X is going to be out of bounds. So into the 70th minute, throw in for the Cherries, it'll be E8. So Daniels. So Daniels in E after the throw in. 26. So he suffers a foul. In D. That'll be caused by player 6. Mustafi with the committed foul. 31. Not a card, but they will get a free kick. D. So a shot from D, and it's going to be Frazier again. He's 33, no adjustment. And that's going to be a shot on goal. Can check be up to it again? I'm going to mark it down here so I don't miss it. 23 will be a goal for Bournemouth. So Frazier knocks it home on the free kick. And there will be an assist to player 8. Actually, there's no assist because it's a direct free kick. So that is minute 71. And it's going to be 2-1 now. The away team gets a little something out of it there. And now Arsenal, they are very much going to try and keep this thing together. They're going to go to 4-5-1 themselves. And so the opposite will be true. So, well, not the opposite. We have to bring out the 4-3-3, 4-5-1 chart for Bournemouth. So 2-1 now as the Cherries get one back on the free kick. A beautiful curler. Fool's check, and it is in. And, yep. Anyway, here we go with the kickoff. B5. So Bellerin in B. 33 in B. He's going to get a shot. He's a 24 rated, but he's going to add 3. So 31. 65. It's going all over the place for me. Missed shot for Bellerin. A lot of missed shots today for Arsenal. And it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick, Xhaka again. Pass to B and a shot. So B, that's going to be to player 3. Aaron Ramsey with a shot. 35 plus 3. 42. And you add another 3 because it's off of a free kick. And Xhaka's assist rating. So 42 up to 45. But at 61, it's off target for Ramsey. And 7, it's going to be a goalkeeper outlet. So 73rd minute, still 2-1. Goalkeeper outlet for Begovic. E1. So it'll be eBay in E 42 and E is going to be 22. E6. So it's going to be Defoe. 28 and E is going to be a defensive check off Arsenal. 54. That's a header to X, and they keep it. Arsenal does. So in X, 10. That is Chambers. 22, 4 and X is going to be a pass to D1. So Lacazette and D, 51. 9 and D is going to be a pass to B3. So Ramsey and B now. And 46 and B is going to be out of bounds. Last change for Bournemouth here in the 76th minute. And okay, so the last change for Bournemouth, they're going to bring in Joshua King. He's going to come in for Gosling, Dan Gosling. So it's actually going to force us to reduce the defensive rating for Bournemouth to a 1 from a 2. Okay, so I've reshuffled my cards as well. And we're going to get going here, so it's going to be a throw-in. For Bournemouth. D10. So it's going to be Mousset. 31 and D is going to be a defensive chance for Arsenal. And 16 to steal the D. 10. So it'll be Chambers in D. 14. Turns to 41 and D is going to be a header to C. So 78th minute header to C. And they keep it. 7. So Koscielny. 40. So foul suffered for Koscielny, his second one. Maybe player 3 as far as the fouls committed. It's going to be Smith. Adam Smith, and no card. So that was in C. So direct kick from Xhaka in C. That'll be a shot from him. 24, you add 1. That makes it 25. 44, so that's a missed shot for Xhaka. And it's going to go over. So it'll be a goal kick for Begovic. And the goal kick is the C. And it'll be 1 who gets it. So it'll be Joshua King in C. 41 in C. So 36 in C is going to be a defensive chance for Arsenal. It's going to be an E, header to E, and they keep it. So in X, it will be 9. It's going to be El Neni. 26 in X. He suffers a foul. So it's going to be Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook still in the game. Haven't heard much from him lately, and no foul. So this is an X, direct kick down to C from Xhaka. C5, we're in the 81st minute. And so that's going to be Bellerin in C, 42. Becomes 36 in C, it'll be defense. And they're a 1 now, so 60. Block to X. No, they will keep it. So they have, how many clutch points? 4. So we're in the 83rd minute. You got to use them at some point. They're going to use their clutch points. And it costs 4 to take for a pass to area A. They do not have enough to just get a shot on goal from anywhere. So they will use their clutch points right here. Pass to A. And it will be 3. So Callum Wilson. And he, guess what? Area A, he's going to get a shot. It won't be on goal yet. but he's going to get a shot with that 11. That's a 2. And so he's 31, and you add 5. That makes it 36. We don't have any pass information, so that's 53. It's a missed shot, so that goes awry. Whoops. Yeah, for Wilson here in the 83rd minute, and it's going to be off a defender. Well, they're at least going to get a corner kick out of it. Arsenal, they will make one more change here. So they're going to switch forward for forward. They're going to bring in Welbeck, but he's going to play more as a midfielder. They're going to bring him in for Lacazette. So this is going to be a corner kick. It's going to be Frazier. He's still a C. Pass to B and a shot. It'll be B1. So Joshua King with a shot here in B. So +3. So 36, and add another one because of the assist rate. So 41, and this is going to be a shot on goal for King. Can check, make the save. Bournemouth trying to pour it on here and get a point on the road. 21 is going to be he's going to be it's caught, it's saved, and it's going to be outletted. So 84th minute, a goalkeeper outlet on the 21, just to show you here. 21, it's a 1. So goalkeeper outlet to X. 4. So Welbeck and X just in the game. And he's going to commit a foul. So not the way you draw it up here for Arsenal. You don't want to be committing fouls. And it'll be the top player who will be Frazier who gets fouled. No card. So in X, direct kick C, 7. So it'll be Lewis Cook, 40 in C is going to be a header to A. Can they maintain? No, they do not. Goes to Arsenal in X, 2. So Ramsey in X, 32. Defensive chance. For Bournemouth, 24. That's going to get him a steal to F, 9. So Ake, 23 in F is going to be an X8. So they get to keep it. It'll be to Charlie Daniels. 24 in X is going to be a defensive chance. 89th minute, we're going to check and see how much time. Defensive chance for Arsenal. And we're going to check the time that's going to be added. In the second one, we just go with how many there are. There's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time here. So 42 for Arsenal. Header to E. And they keep it. So they will get it in X. 8. Mustafi, 34. So 42 in X is going to be out of bounds. Throw in. So 2 minutes of stoppage time. That's it. Throw in for Bournemouth. They have nothing else they can do right now. X, 6. Arsenal is going to use 4 of their points to steal clutch points. So it's going to take them down to 5 and steal the pass to A. So the pass to A is going to be the 2. Ramsey and A. 33 will be a shot. So he is going to get a shot here in the first minute of stoppage time. This is sort of a counterattack here. And so add 5 to it. So 44. That's a shot on goal for Ramsey. Can Begovic keep this a 1-goal game? And can they get a counterattack going? 52. That is a goal. Right at the end of the game, that's going to be a goal for Ramsey. And that will break the hearts of the Cherries. That's what the points are for, and there will be no assists. So it's going to be in the 90 plus 1 minute. Aaron Ramsey gets a goal, makes it 3-1, and that will probably be it for. We'll add another minute of stoppage time just because of the goal celebration. So kickoff for Bournemouth to D. 9. Ake. 3 and D is going to be D4, so that'd be Frazier and D. 2 more actions. 31 and D is going to be a defense. Pretty much going to end it here. 21 is going to be to steal the D for Arsenal. We'll let this play out a little bit here, just to be sure there's no, and it's going to be 6, just to make sure there's no special actions. 35, there isn't. That's going to be all. And so it's a final here at the Emirates. 3-1, Arsenal is the victor against Bournemouth. 2 goals for Xhaka, 1 for Ramsey. And that will be it. We'll come back for a little bit of analysis in just a moment. 3-1, Gunners over the Cherries. So Arsenal gets the victory, 3-1. The exact match. So this being an alternative Premier League, what that meant was the schedule is a completely different schedule. In the Premier League, everybody plays each other twice, once at home, once away. It's going to be the same thing in this if I can get through the whole thing, which is a tough ask. It's a lot of games to play. But with that being said, so every matchup will have been, you will have seen it before in that very season. And I actually took a moment here to go have some dinner and did a little bit of snooping around. And it turns out Arsenal beat Bournemouth 3-0 in the actual match. So 3-1, I'll take that. Pretty close numbers. What I will say is that the numbers that aren't close, and so I've got to modify my possession stats, and I've got to figure out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to keep them in the matches that I have left in this game week. I'm not really going to be tracking it this season anyway, but it would be nice to have this shored up by the time that I get to the next match week. That way I can just, maybe from that point forward, I can kind of keep track and have a good idea of if I can figure out a good way to implement a way to track possession. Because if I'm just going by these checks, and the way that I have them marked down is it's not really giving me a very, what I consider to be a very fair idea of what possession is. But from shots, you've got 5 shots on goal for Arsenal and 3 goals. So only 2 saves for Begovic on 5 shots, while Czech 3 saves on 4 shots on goal. And for Bournemouth, they had 4 on goal, 2 off. So 6 shots in total for Bournemouth, 13 for the Gunners. The Gunners and the Cherries each had 1 yellow and no reds. And I think that about wraps it up. Again, if you're checking this out at the very end, tune in to ID Jester's channel on Tuesday night, March 5th at 8:30 p.m. I'm going to be interviewed, and I'm going to try and have a good old time. Watch a few of his previous interviews, and they're usually lighthearted, some good moments of candor as well, but also some excellent moments of just frivolity and just enjoying having a chance to talk about tabletop sports and sports in general, maybe, or just lots of other things. So I'm sure it'll be a great time. And again, if you can take a look at, if you look in the comments, you will see a link to the APBA Games website, where you can check out this game, APBA Soccer, as well as their other great games. In fact, this is the only game I have is the soccer, but I know Tabletop Earl, my partner in this channel, he raves about it. I think it's actually, he actually listed as his favorite game. So in terms of baseball. So yeah, I check out their stuff. This game is a great game. Again, I'm trying to get some of the little nitty gritty details figured out, but up till now I've been pretty happy with it. So anyway, and as always, if you could hit like or subscribe if you're not a subscriber already, we would appreciate that. do videos on this channel more or less out of love for trying to pitch this hobby to all of you to try and help you find, because I mean there's a lot of us out there that just have a little bit of a quirky nature, who like things like statistics and watching sporting events and maybe even playing them out on your tabletop. So if you've done that, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. We'd love to engage with you and answer your questions and hear more about you and your experiences with tabletop sports as well. So thanks for watching. Arsenal 3-1 victors over Bournemouth, and we will see you again soon here on the channel with more APBA soccer as well as many other tabletop sports games. Till next time, keep on rolling, and we will see you soon.